Well, my friends, it's finally happening. T12 troops are coming to Whiteout Survival. Holy smokes. We're about to get FC10 as well. So, like, I have a lot on my plate. But okay, on April 27th, in states with Gen 10 heroes, Gen 10 heroes, not FC10. I'm chilling for a long time. Oh, I'm good. But other people, they gotta know about this stuff. Let's talk about that. Once you reach a certain age and you unlock any Helios T11, you'll unlock Flame Tech in the War Academy. Unlocking Exalted T12 requires Steel, RFC, FCS, Fire Crystal Shards. Please refer to the in-game amounts or requirements for the exact amounts. So we don't really know exactly what goes into this. I've seen some speculations. I don't know if it qualifies as leaks, so I'm not going to talk about it here. But I know some people were on my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below. What are your thoughts about T12? Like, are you happy about this? Are you not happy about this? It's good? Is it bad? Let me jump in game real quick and let's just get a peek at what they're talking about here. Because once your state reaches a certain age and you unlock any Helios T11, you unlock Flame Tech in the War Academy. Let's peek. So here's the War Academy. We get a look here. Flame Tech. Flame Tech is maybe a whole nother branch. I mean, there's so many ways this could go. It could use the same currency we're already using, which they did mention. Right? It could extend these trees, which would be kind of a weird user interface, but like totally reasonable, quite frankly. It could be a whole new tree. I don't know. They said we need Fire Crystal Shards. So I'm inclined to like accumulate more FCS in preparation. Here's the weirdness though, is that again, I don't see this for another year, right? They said Gen 10, right? Gen 10 heroes, bro, I'm on Gen 7. We just got Gen 7 recently-ish. So I don't know. I'm kind of chilling at the moment. We'll see. I've got some upgrades to do here, obviously. Still really do need that mithril. Well, 6 more mithril to go on this piece. GG. But that's beside the point. Let's lock back in here. So we're talking about troops. So what are we expecting to get out of T12? What do we expect to see? All right. If we get a peek here, it's a little bit tough because I'm still only FC8. But if we look at how this goes up, I would assume that at FC10, we maybe get a new skill, we get some new stats. I suppose I could go look that up and see exactly what those are. But, you know, we're looking at some small amount of attack, some small amount of defense and health and lethality, and like maybe a skill. If there's a skill, they're going to be really cracked. I have a suspicion there will be for T12. I have a suspicion that FC10 tier 12 will maybe come with a really punchy skill. I don't know. If true, look, what I'll say is this. The further along you get in the game, the more that small jumps in these stats matters a lot. Because your rallies, your garrisons, your captains, your leads have many thousands of percentage of multiplier, like north of 2,000, okay? Even my reports, which like, I don't know if I actually have a recent one saved. I don't have any saved from the last SVS, but like 2 SVSs ago, right? Like, even my stats are pushing 2,000 in some cases. And, you know, the actual big dogs here, using their real stuff. Let's find someone who's suited up with the big dog stuff. Yeah, like this. Okay. They're like north of 2,000 in a lot of these stats. By the time we're talking about FC10 and Gen 10, what's it going to be? Like 2,500 plus? 3,000 plus? This is going to be savage, right? So those multipliers only get more meaningful and those base stats only get more meaningful. So, you know, my game plan is, as a joiner, a power joiner of sorts, what I've called myself, is to push in the direction of focusing on troop tier at the cost of whatever else it costs me. So now we know that means saving up some amount of fire crystal shards. And I'm probably just going to have to keep buying this bundle, assuming that I need it and that the value is good and that it's there for me. I have 9 million steel because I'm not lazy generally about going and both pushing and collecting in here. So under the assumption I've done my duty over here, I'm in a pretty good spot, actually. We could go hit this real quick, see how we do. I'm in a pretty good spot, I think. I'm, again, really curious. Like, how do you feel? I actually haven't done this in a while. Chiscool has been lazy, And there are prizes to be had, Cheesy. What are you doing? Those new troops are pretty good. They sure are. And I have a lot of widget upgrades to still do. Oh, baby. Yeah, it is funny, like, new tier of troops shows up, make a few upgrades to the gear. You'd be surprised what kind of progress you can get going. Oh, we might be cooked here. Oh, we got them, chat. Actually cruising. Wow, look at that. Would you look at that? Sometimes I think people think that all I do is play Whiteout Survival all day because I'm a full-time YouTuber. But the reality is that I have so many obligations beyond just this game. It's actually crazy. This is actually my small channel, funny enough. Not my smallest channel, but I suppose I should say my medium-sized channel. My big channel, I'll have a link down below to my Discord, my big Discord. But big channels, over 250,000 subs, cover Rise of Kingdoms, Call of Dragons. I also have a Raid Shadow Legends channel. It's dedicated to that game. They've been sponsoring a bunch of content. Absolutely amazing. Have really been enjoying it. And yeah, it's 4 games, 3 channels. It's just, sometimes it's too much. It is just too freaking much. Yeah. Also, I mean, I don't know, since I'm just going off on a tangent now, I've got my next cancer scan coming up, so that's exciting. I'm sure, you know, if you're subscribed, you were following along. In October, I had skin cancer stage 0. I talk about it to bring awareness because multiple people have subsequently messaged me and said, hey, I saw your vid and I got checked out and I had cancer, and then they got, you know, the surgery necessary to get it removed, and now they're cancer free, which is like huge, or they're getting treatment, which is major. So, you know, trying to generate some awareness about it. But because they found cancer, now I am also theoretically cancer free. And I say theoretically because, like, they're not going to test every mole I have, but they're going to take every 3 months for the next 2 years the most suspicious looking moles, the ones that look at the doctors funny. They're going to take those moles and they're going to put them under a microscope after they cut them off my body. So yeah, my next quarterly is tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it because, you know, like, you don't have cancer. Even if you do, like, you don't know that you do, which, like, I guess it's better to know, obviously. But the point that I'm making is that as soon as they remove moles to test them, now I'm going to be anxious for 2 weeks, or however long it takes to get the results back. 1 to 2 weeks, typically 1.5, right? Because, like, once they've pulled the sample and it's knowable, it gets weird, and I really want to know, but, you know, I don't. Anyways, that was some good progression, chat. Good talk. Good talk, everybody. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. T12, when I've got more info, I'll share it. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.